Hello students. In lecture 4 we will discuss three articles. The first article is Italian revolutionary Giuseppe Mazzini, July 1830 revolution in France, and Greek War of Independence. So let us start today's first article, that is Italian revolutionary Giuseppe Mazzini. About Giuseppe Mazzini, we will discuss his life story in 3 points. Point number 1, Giuseppe Mazzini was born in Genoa in 1807. Genoa is a city in Italy. And during his young age, he joined the secret society of Carbonari and launched his first revolution in Liguria. Liguria is a area in Italy in 1831, and he was 24 years old at that time. For launching this revolution, Giuseppe Mazzini was sent to exile. Second point, during his exile, he formed two secret societies. One, Young Italy at Marseilles, which is a city in France, and second, Young Europe in Bern, which is a city in Switzerland. The members of these societies were the like-minded young people from Poland, France, Italy, and German states. Third point about Mazzini we can mention is Mazzini believed that God had intended nations to be the natural units of mankind. It is a statement based, this statement you must remember. Mazzini's non-stop opposition to monarchy means continuously he opposed monarchies, and his vision of democratic republics frightened the conservatives. Due to this, once Duke Metternich, the Austrian chancellor, remarked about Mazzini in these words that the most dangerous enemy of our social order. This is a statement. Statements are important for 1 mark, and these statements are generally asked in exams. So in about Giuseppe Mazzini, I repeat in brief, born in 1807, joined secret society at Carbonari. In the age of 24 years, he launched his first revolution in Liguria. He was exiled after that, and in exile he formed two secret societies, Young Italy in Marseilles and Young Europe in Bern. And Duke Metternich commented about Giuseppe Mazzini that the most dangerous enemy of our social order. After that, next article is the July 1830 revolution in France. July 1830 revolution we will discuss in 3 points. First point, the spark first took place in July 1830. And you will remember that Bourbon kings were brought back to power after defeat of Napoleon in 1815. Those Bourbon kings once again were overthrown by the revolutionaries in France, and once again France became a constitutional monarchy. To this effect, once again Duke Metternich remarked that when France sneezes, the rest of Europe catches cold. So this is one more statement by Duke Metternich. And third, the July Revolution sparked an uprising in Brussels, the capital city of Belgium, and Belgium breaking away from the United Kingdom of Netherlands. This was the result of July 1830 revolution. So basically, there were two important events that had taken place as a result of July 1830 revolutions were: first, the Bourbon kings, which were brought back power by the Treaty of Vienna in 1815, were once again overthrown. And second, Belgium breakaway from the United Kingdoms of Netherlands. Third article to this is the Greek War of Independence, or the unification process or independence process of Greece. An event that mobilized nationalist feeling among the educated elite across Europe was the Greek War of Independence. In other words, it is called the revolution of the educated people, middle class educated people. Greece was the part of Ottoman Turkey since 15th century. Ottoman Empire, Turkish Empire, and the Greek growth of revolutionary nationalism in Europe sparked off a struggle for independence among the Greeks, which began in 1821. So in 1821, the first battle for Greek independence started, and in this the middle educated Greeks took part. In second point, we can mention that nationalism in Greece got support from other Greeks who had been exiled earlier, and many Europeans who had sympathy to the ancient Greek culture. In third point, we can say poets and artists lauded Greece as the cradle of European civilization. Cradle means beginning of the civilization, that is civil culture, and framed public opinion to support its struggle against Ottoman Turkey, the largest and most powerful empire of that time. Fourth point we can mention in this, that the English poet Lord Byron collected funds and went to battlefield to fight war, but unfortunately there he died due to fever in 1824. And with continuous fight and war, finally the Treaty of Constantinople 1832. Constantinople was the Turkey capital city at that time. Now it is Turkey name, Constantinople name is changed to Istanbul. So Treaty of Constantinople 1832 declared Greece as independent nation. So Greek War of Independence, I repeat once again in brief: Ottoman Turkey ruled over Greece from 15th century. Greeks' middle educated classes started uprising against the Turkish Empire in the name of Greek ancient culture, and first battle started in 1821. Other Greeks and Western Europe, in Western Europe, these Greeks got support in the name of ancient Greek culture. Artists, poets also supported and opposed the Ottoman Turkey Empire control on Turkey. In 1824, Lord Byron also went to, English poet went to battlefield, but there he died. And finally, the Treaty of Constantinople 1832 declared Greece as independent nation. So in this, there are three important events of one mark. The first one is the Greek was under Ottoman Turkey since 15th century. Second is Lord Byron, English poet who collected funds for revolutionaries and went to battlefield. And third, Treaty of Constantinople 1832 declared Greece as independent nation. These points are also important for 1 mark. So you must mark them important as MCQs, one word, statement based, etc. for 1 mark. And on the whole, question can be asked for 3 marks as well as for 5 marks. So thank you very much for this video and this lecture. We'll continue. Keep on watching the videos on my YouTube channel. Thanks.